Hello guys, it's with Rhino and welcome to one more, I don't really have a name for this. It's the best new games of February. So basically the best relatively new games that I happened to play last month and I had a really good time with. I have a top 3 for you today and all 3 games coincidentally have to do with nature and being carefree, and they all bring something new to the table. So without further ado, in Fort, you take the role of a kid, and of course, as a kid, you want to grow your circle of friends, you want to get a bunch of cool stuff, and you want to build the best fort. Fort is a deck building game where your cards not only give you actions on your turn, but by discarding a card matching the suit of the card played in another player's turn, you can follow them, so you can also perform their action. At the end of your turn, you leave the cards you didn't play at your yard and other players can grab them. You can add cards to your lookout so that their suits are always available to you. You collect pizza and toys, and you can keep stuff in your backpack as well. Upgrading your fort level will give you points, but there's also some other made-up rules that you can give you extra points. The theme is really special and imaginative, the art is fantastic, and there are cool mechanics like the yard that fit the theme a lot. I didn't really find the magic element in the gameplay, but if you're into deck builders, you're probably gonna enjoy Fort a lot as it's a really unique game. In number 2, we've got the best smelling board game I've ever received. I got a super early copy of Meadow, and I have to say I was pleasantly surprised with this game. In Meadow, players are wanderers observing nature, beautiful landscapes, and search for inspiration. You want to be the most skilled observer by earning the most points from animals, plants, and landscapes, as well as souvenirs. In your turn, you can place a path token either on the main board, taking the card that the number tells you, or by placing it to the campfire like this, doing the special action of it. Players create their own meadow by placing cards on the ground that match one of the symbol requirements. By placing them, however, one of the symbols gets covered, so it's a puzzle of getting the right cards in a place that will allow you to easily get new cards from the board and collect the most points. When you do an action on the campfire, you may also fulfill additional goals, so get extra cards if you have specific symbols showing in your meadow. So there's a lot of interesting combinations that you can go for in this game: where to place an acquired card, the double use of the path tokens, the multiple ways you can get a certain card of the board and how you can block others from doing so, all the different options that you consider, like the campfire notches that might get filled quickly. There's also extra envelopes with thematic cards that give you advanced rules. What I really liked about this game is that the theme sort of matches the gameplay in the sense that it overall feels very fresh, if that makes sense. And in number 1, we've got Mariposas, which is butterflies in Spanish, and it's created by Elizabeth Hargrave, the game designer of Wingspan. In Mariposas, you have lots of butterflies that start their journey from Mexico, and during 3 seasons, new generation butterflies hatch and they return back. However, no single butterfly ever makes the round trip. They embark the journey as Generation 1 butterflies, and only the Generation 4 ones return. Your goal in the game is to score the most points, and each season gives you the goal that you're after each time. Your action cards show your movement points and the landings you do to get flower tokens. The way station tokens give you bonuses and cards, and each card gives you 1 point, as well as the collection of the same color give different abilities. I loved this game for many reasons. First of all, the scoring cards of each season give lots of mystery until you flip them, and also great replayability. As no single butterfly ever makes the round trip to Mexico, in the same way, no 2 games of Mariposas are ever the same. Also, when you play, there's this moment when you realize, okay, I've explored lots of stuff, I've hatched new butterflies, when do I need to start getting them back to Mexico? So midway through the game, it also becomes a racing game with a fixed amount of rounds remaining, but no given start moment. And that I found very refreshing, very exciting, and I look forward to playing more of this. So that's it for February. I hope you guys liked my selection for this month. I'd love to know what you think of it and what games you're playing this month. Please let me know in the comments. And I'd like to thank my patrons because this video and many more wouldn't be made without their support. If you also want to help the Rhino grow, you can head over to my Patreon page and join the community of these amazing people. And I'd like to thank Nomad Games for supporting my Patreon and giving me lots of free codes for amazing game apps for desktop and mobile, like the Fury of Dracula, Talisman, and so on, that I can give to my patrons. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.